Yo, what's going on, man? We back again with another video. We got the creator and founder of the Rise of the 1%, Gerald Bass in the building, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm great. How about you?
Man, I'm blessed, man. It's an honor, man, to be able to do this live interview with you, man. And for y'all that don't know who I am the marketing specialist of the Rise of the 1%, Antonio Milhouse, man. We live from Atlanta today. And, man, I'm super excited, man. I got some questions from my brother today. But before we dive in with all the questions that I have for him today, Gerald, man, just share a little bit with the viewers, man, a little bit about yourself, our company, our mission, and what we're looking to achieve, man.
Yeah, so my name is Gerald Bass. I'm the founder of the Rise of the 1%. We've been around about 5.5 years now, and we focus on assisting black coaches, consultants, course creators, and service providers. We're putting systems in place to consistently pack their calendars with qualified appointments. We also work with many of our clients in terms of their sales process in the end to make sure large percentage of the leads that we're assisting them with getting to actually converting over to high value clients. And we typically work with black entrepreneurs in the $2,000 to $10,000 a month range, and we assist them with scaling up to $20,000 to $50,000 a month in under 60 days without paid ads. And our mission over the next 3 years or less is to create $1 billion in success stories amongst black coaches, consultants, course creators, and service providers.
Wow, man, that's amazing, man. Woo! That's powerful, man. But yeah, bro, I'm super excited, man. You know, I don't want to hold the viewers up, man. We're going to go ahead and dive straight in. So Gerald, man, yeah, let's talk about the advantage of done for you and done with you services when it comes to marketing and sales for business owners.
Yeah, so the advantages of done for you being that I ran a digital marketing agency myself for several years. The advantages are if the business owner understands their niche or sub-niche, they understand the most painful problems, how they're going to solve that problem. They have their client avatar set up in terms of understanding the demographics, psychographics of the market. Their messaging is all the way tight already. They have their offer tight, their pricing tight, and they have their sales process tight from end to end already. And then done for you can be definitely a big advantage for a business owner, right? To be able to pass it on to have a company that specializes in marketing and client acquisition to be able to help the business owner. It can definitely be a big advantage. Now, the disadvantage is if you don't have all those things already in place, right? So if you don't have the niche clearly defined, right, don't really understand the most painful problems of the market, right, you're just guessing, okay, you haven't really spoke to the market, right, and how you're going to solve the problem. You don't really understand the demographics, psychographics of the market, right, in reference to targeting and things of that nature. You don't have your messaging tight, okay, you don't have your offer tight, your pricing tight, and you don't have a sales process that's tight from end to end to be able to convert qualified leads over to clients, then it could be a huge disadvantage, right? And I see a lot of business owners at times just trying to hand over their marketing to like digital marketing agencies or what have you. They don't have those things intact, and so they don't really get the results that they're seeking. Now, when it comes to done with you has its advantages because it's typically like a consultant consulting with the business owner in terms of their marketing and sales processes. And so it's pretty much the business owner doing some of the work, and then of course the consultant guiding them and assisting them as well with doing some of the work, right? So the advantage of it is the business owner actually gets to be more ingrained in the process and get more of an understanding, right, of the particular process and get more of an understanding of their market and who they're serving and how to craft their messaging and making sure offer, like I say, pricing is tight and understanding how to get their sales process all the way tight in the end and their marketing process all the way tight in the end. I have clients who have went through our consulting program who say they got a lot out of having to complete those 10 smart market diagnosis questions in that client avatar in the beginning of our program. They got a more thorough understanding of understanding their market by doing that, right, in our program themselves. Okay? Not only that, going through our program as well in terms of our consulting program, they got a lot out of putting their sales process together, right? And even their marketing process together from end to end. They learned so much more about marketing and sales because they actually work in the trenches as well with us as the consultants of the company, right? And so later on, being they want to hand off parts of their marketing or their sales process, at least they have a better understanding themselves to be able to train up those people themselves in terms of marketing and sales for their company, right? Now the disadvantages, or I would even say just the disadvantage as a whole in terms of done with you, is people that get started with done with you services but don't do the work, right? If you don't do the work on your end as a business owner, then you don't get the result, right? So that's what I would say in terms of that.
Wow, man, that's big, man. You really hit on a lot of key points, and I'm sure the viewers got a lot out of that, man. You really hit on some great points, and I'm glad that you did mention about, you know, having a sales process in place, because not too many business owners have that in place, or they messaging and everything, and they just want to go out there and just start marketing and doing all these other things when the foundational things ain't all the way tight. So I'm glad that you really hit on that, man. So yeah, Gerald, man, let's move it on to the next question. So tell me, when you are talking to business owners on a weekly basis and they say, you know, I have a funnel and I ran paid ads and this doesn't work, like, share your feedback on that. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I get that all the time as well, as people say, hey, you know, I got a funnel set up in ClickFunnels, or I'm using Go High Level, or I'm using Contra, all these different platforms. And I say, okay, sounds great, right, that you have this stuff set up, but it's not just about the funnel. It's about the strategy in terms of the funnel. So once again, if you don't have a niche fit, right, you don't understand our most painful problems, how you're going to solve it, right, and able to craft messaging in a very unique way in terms of being able to express your unique value proposition, then it doesn't matter about having a funnel, right, and also having a proper lead magnet in terms of the funnel, whether it's going to be an ebook, right, or if you're selling something more higher ticket, having what we call a case study video, right, a value video, a video sales letter. And being that you're going to have like a case study video, being you're selling something more premium price, which is a lot of our clients we work with, that's primarily what they're offering, okay, understanding how to put that VSL together, understanding how to write the VSL, right, in a way where it speaks directly to the pains, problems, frustrations of your particular market, being able to talk about some of the solutions, and then be able to show some testimonials and results that you may have gotten for clients, and being able to give them the invitation if they want further assistance to go ahead and book a call with you, right? And there's other elements that make a very captivating VSL as well, right? So what I mean by that is how the slides are designed, to having some images throughout the slides, to maybe having some GIFs, having different video testimonials, things of that nature, to really be able to pull those people in that's actually coming through the funnel, okay? Another thing too, I would say, let's speak directly to those that selling more premium price, because like I said, that's mostly who we serve, okay? A lot of people are still using funnels where they're just collecting names and emails, where now in 2022, most of our clients and even our own company were collecting name, email, and phone number, right? And the reason for that being is because being you're running paid ads, you know, ad costs have went up. And so you want to be able to capitalize on every lead you generate. And so yes, you can have the email automation set up on the back end in terms of drip campaigns for those that may opt in, view your case study video, VSL, what have you. You can have the email automation set up if they don't book a call. But as well, in 2022, open rates are not that high in terms of email. So you want to have a way to be able to pick up the phone and call, right? Potentially, over time, hire you a commission-based sales team that can dial those leads as well, that don't book a call from watching your VSL, or as well, receiving your email automated campaigns on the back end. And so like I say, all these different key components make up a funnel, right? So it's not just the funnel itself, all right? And another thing in terms of paid ads, okay, like I said, I ran a digital marketing agency for several years. I've set up, ran, managed advertising campaigns for several companies over several years. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in ad spend that we managed as a company, right? And one thing I would tell you in terms of paid ads, I hear this all the time from business owners that get on strategy session calls with us, or even those that even become clients in the beginning stages saying, hey, I spent $25 in a week on Facebook ads and it's not working for me, so I cut them off.
What? I'm out, man.
And then they go online and say it's not working, or I spent $40 or $50, or whatever the case may be, on the ads that are not working. And one thing I want to tell you in terms of like Facebook ads, Instagram ads, if you're going to do YouTube ads, any of these platforms, all right, what you have to understand in terms of advertising, in the beginning stages, it's all about testing and gathering data. It's almost like you're paying for market research. And so if you don't have the proper budgeting to be able to really be able to spend the money to gather that data, so once you get the data, you can make the necessary iterations of changes to your marketing to be able to get a better outcome moving forward, then you shouldn't be running paid ads as an event. You should be just using organic strategies, which is what we help a lot of our clients with in the beginning stages. We have a lot of our clients, we've helped scale up to 20,000 plus in a month without even running paid ads. Okay, and then once you get to that type of capital coming in revenue-wise for your business, then you can invest into paid advertising. Right? Because now what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to do more testing in terms of audiences. You'll be able to do more testing in terms of variations of ad copy. You'll be able to do more testing in terms of your different images of videos, right? Then you're running like Facebook and Instagram ads, right? You're running YouTube ads, of course, different variations of videos, right? Because you have the budgeting, okay, to do that. So a lot of times I recommend starting off with organic. Get up to 5 figures a month plus, and then get into paid ads. So you have more of a testing budget. And if you're not willing to be able to potentially lose some money in the first 30 days of running ads, right? Because sometimes that's how long it takes for some paid ads to dial in. Now, don't get me wrong, it's some paid ad campaigns that take off within days, some within weeks. I'm not saying this is an every case scenario, but worst case scenario, if you're not willing to potentially lose some money in 30 days, gathering that data, that research, right, in terms of getting that feedback from the market or the markets that you're marketing to, then don't dive straight into paid ads. Focus on organic, right? And we help a lot of our clients with that in terms of getting to 20 to 50K a month in under 60 days without running paid ads. Okay, so that would be my say-so on that.
Wow. Man, that's big. Man, it's crazy because I know you share this too with many of our clients, and I'm glad you spoke on this again for those they may not know. Before you even think about or considering running paid ads, it's very important to have the organic side of your business down pat first.
Right.
And, like you say, man, at least getting to 5 figures a month organically before you start putting money into ads, because like you say, people waste money and go through ad costs so quick, and then they don't really get the results they need. So, man, I'm glad that you hit on that, because so many people feel like, okay, if I run ads, then I can just get all this success and get more clients. But at the end of the day as well, if your sales process on the back end ain't tight, then it don't mean nothing as well. So
exactly.
I salute you for sharing that with the viewers, because so many people just think ad is just the main thing or the first route to go through or go to, but at the end of the day, you got to have that organic process down to the T. So thank you, bro. I'm glad you shared it. And
absolutely. I want to speak more on that in reference to, like you say, with the sales process. Yeah, I see so many people too attempting to hop into paid advertising, and they're not even closing deals from organic leads, like leads that are not spending money on ads to generate. They're not even closing deals consistently with that. So what make you think you're going to close deals from paid ad leads? Right? If you can't even do it from an organic standpoint. And that's why you have to make sure your sales process is tight from end to end, because you can cut on ads and yeah, you can start pulling in those leads, start booking calls, being like I said, you're selling like a coaching program or you're a consultant or a course, or you have a high ticket type of service. You can start pulling in those calls, but if your sales process is not tight, you're not going to hardly close anything, and you're still going to be burning through money. That's why you want to validate your offer and your sales process organically first. Pulling that rev of 10,000 a month plus, right, or 20,000 a month plus, and then if you want to dive into paid ads and scale, you're welcome to do it.
Awesome, man. Great stuff, man. I love it, man. I know these folks getting some game today, boy. If y'all ain't, something wrong. But yeah, man, my next question, man, in reference, to getting a coach or a mentor, like share with me and even the viewers, man, like what has been some of the biggest pitfalls that you've seen when it comes to business owners getting into coaching programs and getting mentorship as a whole?
Absolutely. So when it comes to getting into coaching programs, I see this in 2022. And by the way, like if you don't have a coach, right, and you're struggling in a specific area of your life or your business, then you're doing yourself a total disservice, right? Everything changed for me at the end of 2014 when I got my first coach. Everything changed for me, right? And I've had multiple coaches over the years since then. I still have coaches to this day. I'm in masterminds to this day. I attend conferences to this day. I read books to this day. I go through courses to this day, right? You always should be learning and growing, right? Or you're perishing if you're not, right? And so with that being said, like being you get into like a coaching program or you take a course or you get into a mastermind or what have you, if you get into the program, my advice will be to you with this, we're getting a coach, right? In this year of 2022 and even beyond, you got to be coachable. Like I see people get into programs and they're not coachable, right? They're still listening to all these other people that they may be following. They got all this shiny object syndrome, looking for tactics versus focusing on the strategy that the coach can give you and really implementing that at the highest degree until a result is achieved. So if you're going to get a coach or you're going to get a mentor or what have you, make sure you're willing to come in with your glass completely empty, ready to be filled. Don't come in thinking you already know everything when you're working with a coach or a mentor. Just come in with an empty cup ready for it to be filled with new knowledge and implement and take action on everything that coach and that mentor tells you to do at the highest degree. Don't try to do it your way. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. The blueprint has already been put in place. You hired them as a coach or a mentor or the expert to help you because obviously they have some type of results that you didn't have. So why come in trying to reinvent the wheel and do it your way? Because if your way worked, you'll be getting the results. So you have to humble yourself when you get into coaching programs or you hire experts or mentors or what have you. You have to completely remove ego and be willing to take action on the things that you're learning.
Wow. Remove ego and be willing to take action on the things you learn. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's big, man. Whew. Yeah, that's big, man. So, yeah. Man, I got one last question for you, man. And I'm glad that you hit on what you just shared, man. But what would you say, what's some challenges that you have seen, with other black entrepreneurs in business over the years?
Yeah. I would say one, a lot of black entrepreneurs in today's time in 2022, with this internet age being way bigger now than back when I first became an entrepreneur at 20 years old, I would say is a lot of entrepreneurs are focused mainly just on marketing and sales, right? Now, being we run a consulting company where we do help our clients with their marketing and sales processes, it's not just about that. It's also as well about having an excellent product or service as well to deliver, right? Client fulfillment, making sure you have a superb product or service, right? And I would say a lot of black entrepreneurs don't really focus a lot on it. They focus mainly just on marketing and sales. You have to be able to really mesh the two, right? Yes, you got to have a heavy marketing and sales because if you don't have any clients to serve, then of course you don't even have a business. At the same time, though, you got to make sure you have an excellent product or service as well, because then you have an excellent product or service as well. You're great on client delivery and fulfillment of that particular product or service, and you're getting your clients great results and you're helping them solve problems, right? That's going to lead to success stories, testimonials, just happy clients. who will spread a lot of the word for you, right? Well, you don't have to even do as much marketing as you may have had to do in the beginning stages over time, right? So that's what I would say. The second thing I would say is a lot of black entrepreneurs stay in solopreneur mode too long, right? Now, in the beginning stages, yeah, that's okay. I started off as a solopreneur. Many people have, right? But over time, you got to build what I call that 1% team, right? You want to eventually be able to hire appointment setters for your company, right? Who can do outbound prospecting for you, right? Or do outbound dials for your company, things of that nature, right? You eventually want to have closers that can help you close deals over the phone. Well, you don't even have to be on the phone as an entrepreneur. You could be a CEO and focus mainly on your client experience and your product and your service, making it better. So your clients get better results, solve bigger problems for them, right? You may eventually have to get you an assistant as an entrepreneur, or get someone as well, or even start to build a team that can help you with client fulfillment, right? You may have to get you a media team eventually that can help you with photography, videography, all these type of things, accountings, the things that really make the business run and function, right? And so like I say, I see a lot of black entrepreneurs just staying in solopreneur mode too long because, for one, they are just afraid of like handing off certain tasks to other people. Don't believe they can do the job as well as them. Well, you have to give people a chance, right? Hire them, train them up, being they look like they could be a good fit for your company. They align with your core values and stuff of that nature in terms of your company. Hire them, train them, and give them a little time to mess up a little bit. Work with them, develop them, grow them, coach them. And they could become a superstar team player for you over time. Who knows? If not, then over time you handle your business and get you another hire, right? But you can't just hold on to tasks forever in your business. You eventually got to hand them on and create opportunities for other people, right? And sometimes too they say, well, I'm not making enough money in your business, or I'm not making enough money in my business. Well, one thing I learned from one of my coaches several years ago, he said that if you're over the age of 18 years old and you're cutting your own grass, you're robbing a teenager of a summer job. He said, if you feel your worth is over $10 an hour, why are you doing $10 an hour work? Right? So here's the thing. You got to ask yourself, how much money is it costing you? Right? How much money is it costing you not to hire and build staff and team? Well, you can be putting your strengths more into high value parts of your company, where the tasks are worth more for your time, where your strengths at. So you have to start to really look at it from that perspective, and that's what a lot of us black entrepreneurs lack. And I want to see more black entrepreneurs becoming actual CEOs and getting out of just solopreneur mode. Okay? So I hope you got something out of that.
Wow. Whew. Man, you hit on a lot of good points, man. This was an excellent interview, man. I know we, short for time, but man, thank you, Gerald, man, for, sharing this valuable information with the viewers today, man. I'm glad that you spoke on a lot of the topics and, things that I had asked you and stuff for the viewers, man. I know they got value from them, from it. But yeah, man, if you can, man, if there are any last words that you have for the viewers, man, that you want to share, feel free.
Absolutely. So yeah, right now, if you are a black coach, consultant, course creator, service provider, and you're looking for strategies to be able to scale your business to $20,000 to $50,000 a month in under 60 days without paid ads, then I actually have a free case study online. It'll be actually below this video in the description. You can click on it. It's a free case study, and it'll take you over where I give you a complete walkthrough on how to do that, the strategies behind it, everything goes way more in detail from what you got out of this video. And also feel free to share this video around with anyone else you feel could benefit. Drop any comments below that you may have. If you got any takeaways, if you have any specific questions, drop them in the comments below. And also make sure you bang that like button, bang that subscribe button, as we'll be dropping a lot more free training videos just like this. And outside of that, definitely look forward. Being you an actual serious black entrepreneur and ready to implement on what I shared in this video, look forward to seeing you in the top 1%.